Well, I nearly snorted. I did actually a little bit. Oh, that's moist. We're back! Well, I'm back. Lee's cutting someone's hair. I bet you wondered where we all were, where me, Lee and the mighty hound have been. We had a little break. It was kind of pre-planned, so we haven't released anything on any of our channels since New Year's Day, I think was the last one, which was on Hannah the Narrowboat. So yeah, it was a little break that I think we needed, because things do get stale, you know, and you kind of run out of ideas of what to do. And we just don't want to keep doing the same old over and over again. And I know that's kind of how it's been for the last few months. There's not been a lot happening really, has there? So, but there are some exciting things coming now, you see, because hopefully tomorrow something is coming for me for podcasting. But then I've got to wait for the next bit to be able to do other things. So it'll all come clear in the next few days. But I thought I'd just say hello and tell you all that we haven't lost our YouTube channel or any of our channels yet. I'll do some more on Living on the Ditch. There's a lot to say on Living in the Ditch over the next few days. So I've got things planned. So yeah, like I say, just a bit of a preempted break for us. And I think it's done me good. So we're all ready to go again. Next few days I'm looking forward to. And I thought I'd just do this one tonight because I want to start the vlog again, because the next few days we should be getting some of the kit that is going to kind of shed a light on everything we're going to be doing for 2022, and I'm quite excited actually, not just for Hannah the Narrowboat. This is new projects for myself, for trying to get work going again, because obviously you all know it's been a bloody awful couple of years for me. You know, luckily Lee's been keeping me a kept man, I say, a kept man, and I love it. I don't really, I don't like being a kept man. I don't have the same pocket money that I used to have, you see. So yeah, so I think that's where we are at the moment. Like I say, we haven't been kicked off YouTube or anything like that, and it is nice. Thank you to all the, you know, the message that I've got saying what's happened, are you still about, and all this lot. But it's only been like what, 11 or 12 days. This vlog will probably come out in 4 or 5 more days after this, because I'm hoping there's one thing that's coming that might not be till the 18th of January, so we might not be able to unbox that one yet. But yeah, exciting times. Hope you've all had a brilliant Christmas, and I hope you had a good New Year's, and I hope you had a good start to 2022. I'm going to have a lot to say about Boris on Living in a Ditch. There's a lot of videos going to be coming out on there this year. So keep tuned. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye. Well, that's a bit of a frosty start to the day, isn't it? It has been cold, I tell you. So it's obviously in minus numbers, wasn't it? If the old marina's frozen over. But I've got a bit of a story to tell you, actually. Obviously got up, I don't know, about 6 o'clock or so for, you know, a MeWe, which always happens to us older people. And I thought, well, actually it's a bit late than that. It might have been about 7 o'clock, 7, half 7. And so I put some coal on the fire, did all that to get that going again. And then obviously had MeWe and went back to bed. So all was good, and I thought, oh, I'll have another hour or so, because I go to bed quite late, you know. And then I heard my watch going ding, and I thought, ugh. Then it went ding, ugh. Then another bloody ding. So I thought, oh, for God's sake. So now I'm proper awake. So obviously I had to wake Lee up because I'm awake. If I'm awake, everyone else has to be awake, see. So I got up about 10 or so minutes later, looked on the old computer, thinking, oh, what are all these dingings for? And it was Apple saying that my payment had been declined. And this is for my new toy. It's quite a lot of money, to be fair. So I thought, oh, for crying out loud. And because it's been on a month back order, I thought, if this don't go through, then I'm going to have to bloody cancel and another month will go by and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, all that nonsense. So yeah, obviously I was a bit angry. And I thought, well, what on earth is going on? So basically the payment was declined, but there's obviously money in the account. So obviously I spoke to Lee, because Lee's the one who does all the... I don't like talking to people on the phone. So Lee did all that to the bank and went through, and I actually got online chatting to Apple. And yes, it had been declined, so my side of it on the Apple chat thing, I could see what was going on. So, and yes, it had been declined, so Lee got through to the bank, and it was apparently because the payment went through at a silly time in the morning, because it's from the United States, of course, being Apple. So, and then they had to put her through to Falcon, which is the anti-fraud thing, to get this lifted. And it got me thinking, what is this Falcon thing? Me being the old tin foil hat wearer, I reckon that's the government are all in on this as well, because this is this nonsense where credit card fraud and all this through this Falcon thing. And I reckon the government can trace everything that you're spending your money on. And that was flagged up because it's a silly time in the morning, like I say. But so yes, we had to go through all that, and it took forever. You thought, can't you just press a button and say, yeah, it's legitimate. It's my blooming toy that I need, and for business. So yeah, it took, I don't know, it took us about half hour to sort, but eventually it went through. So hopefully now my new toy will be shipped today or tomorrow, so I'll probably get it Monday or Tuesday next week, I guess, because it's going to be 2 or 3 business work days, and it's what, Thursday today. So yeah, so that's my little story. So it's been a bit of a frantic morning, I say. All too much. Speak to you later, bye. Well, it's funny how you get back into the swing of things, isn't it? I've just been to the manor to collect a parcel, and I've got a letter, so let's have a look what the letter is. I think it's from the NHS. Diabetic eye screening. Blah blah blah. I won't be going to that if I have to wear a muzzle, so they can get stuffed. What's this toy then? This isn't my big toy, but it is quite a big toy. This, oh, I tell you, it's really sticky. This is quite a cool thing. Oh, which way round it go? That way. Ooh, what's this then? This is a sound recorder. So partly for doing video and ambient sounds out there and all that sort of stuff, but it also acts as a, what do you call it, an audio interface for my other toy that's coming. So, and it's all battery powered. So it means I can do everything without proper electric, which I need to be able to do. And also, this is the thing we're going to be using for podcasts, so that I don't have to actually sit with a computer all set up to do a bloody podcast. So all I need is this and a couple of microphones, and off we go. And that means I can interview people. It's got a proper podcast thing, so you can press buttons and makes jingles and all sorts of nonsense like that. But basically, it's a high-end handy recorder, I suppose. So I'll have a play with this, and I'll kind of show you. I'll say this is more for the for my computer and my music, because I am setting up a micro studio. I've got my little monitors now, my micro monitors. Well, they weren't cheap either. I spent a bloody fortune. I got nothing left now. I don't even come with batteries. Oh, Fujitsu ones. Oh, so they're not really crap ones. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. I'll try and get Lee on video later, because you haven't seen her for ages, have you? She's off with our daughter at the moment at Emma's house. She's doing the washing and obviously going to see Emma and Connor. So I'm not quite sure what time she'll get back. But when she does, we'll have a proper catch up and tell you everything else that's been going on. See you in a bit, bye. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, and I've got a bit of a weird throat today. I've had a bit of the old so my voice is a bit odd. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, isn't it a lovely morning? It's all frozen over again. So I didn't get Lee on camera last night. I don't know what's going on. She'll be on telly tonight. I'm off into Luton in a minute. So the next part of my jigsaw puzzle has arrived, but I wanted that to arrive down at my mum's because well, it wasn't cheap, so I didn't want that going to the manor and being battered about. So that's about to be delivered any minute. So I shall jump in the car and take the mighty hound down into Luton, see me mum and collect my package. And then we'll talk about that later, shall we? Oh, I'm quite excited now. Yeah, I love days like this. Cold, But rather splendid. The marina looks fabulous, doesn't it? Very eerie, bit of mist. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Bye. I'm back, everyone, and I've got a parcel. I wonder what this could be. Shall I have it open? I can open the outer box. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? It's not like an Amazonian box. That's very beautiful, isn't it? It's my new MacBook Pro Max thingy doodah. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a play. See you in a bit, bye. I've got a weird voice going on, haven't I? It's all too much. Speak to you soon. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. And it's quite early, actually. It's very murky here this morning, isn't it? And yeah, I know, you still haven't seen Lee this year yet. I'm going to take Hector out for a walk. Lee's still in bed because I got up really stupid o'clock. Woke up and couldn't really go back to sleep again. So I thought I'd bring him out. I've been doing stuff to my new Mac. So I haven't really had a proper go with it yet because I've been downloading loads of stuff. But that's about it for now. I'm just going to take him for a wander. And then we'll see if we can talk to Lee. I'll tell you all about what's happened since we were last here. Bye. So all the trees are gone from down here. I don't think I've been down there and shown you what's been going on. So they've been landscaping. So this used to be loads of trees and bushes. Now it's just flat and mud. And a few other bits over here. Oh, it is rather murky. Yeah, they tied it up all around this tree. And they've taken down horsecock tree up the top near us. I don't know whether you saw that before or earlier. So yeah, that's completely gone, and they're going to be doing a bit of landscaping by our boat with the little 2 trees there. I think they're just going to move the rubbish out. Becoming an issue here now, parking as well. As you can see, all the cars parked all over the place. This is just due to so many people being here. Yeah, those 2 trees up ahead, as you can see, that's the bit just behind us on Hannah. They're gonna kind of do the same as they've done here, which is take all the middle bit out. So I think they're doing. Which is a shame because we did have loads of flowers and stuff planted there, so they're all going to be gone. Lee's cleared her boxes out. Lee's cleared her box out. Fnar. Yeah, Lee's they're to one side, so we'll replant those later somewhere. I don't know. It's her job. Bye. Look, everyone, it's Lee. I might just have to put the camera down a little bit. That's better. It's Lee. You ain't seen her for 2 weeks. I haven't seen her for 2 weeks, to be honest with you. Well, I've seen her on and off. And Hector's not happy because he's not in the video. So come on, Lily, what have you been up to? Because I haven't, you know, they haven't seen you, and they only watched this because of you, not because of me. They haven't seen my ugly bloody mug and all me moaning. Now they can't see because Hector's face is in the way.
Well, I had a quiet Christmas. It wasn't, well, obviously we had Christmas. Then it was nice. I had a week off work. I gave myself a week off work for good behaviour.
I've got a bit of a migraine, by the way. That's why I'm having these. I was supposed to drink this before, but now it's only medication. It's cocodamol. Take Grim. Sorry, I interrupted. Come on.
That's a shock.
Oh, I nearly snorted. I did actually a little bit. Oh, that's moist.
Oh dear. So yeah, I went back to, well, oh yeah, so I gave myself a week off work. So I didn't go back till the 5th or 6th, I think. I went paddleboarding the day after New Year's Day. That was good. It was cold.
Oh, you went out with Bridget, didn't you?
Yeah, we went up to...
Bridget's the professional one, isn't she?
Professional.
Yeah. She's Lee's new friend.
My paddleboarding buddy.
And what happened to Bridget?
She fell off. We were nearly home. And we blame the instructor. We met an instructor on the way. And so he followed us back, or came back with us, and you know, whatever. Then we passed the entrance to the marina, went up a bit, and we were just going to turn round. I'm just directing. around and then she fell off, bless her. So we blamed him and said, "You're not coming with us again."
I tell you.
Oh, you knocked the chimney off.
I didn't knock the chimney off. It exploded all on itself.
You went to sweep the chimney and swept it into
Well,
the
yeah, well,
canal.
I let the fire go out, didn't I? Because I thought, well, because you know, sometimes bits drop down, don't they? You think,
Yes,
oh well, I
'cause
best.
you nearly set fire to it last time.
Yes, I
as
thought.
you remember.
Yeah, because I'm now a little bit paranoid about it. I thought, oh, I'll let the fire go out and then I'll sweep it. So that's what I did. I let it go out, and then we had a power cut when the fire weren't on. So then we couldn't put the electric radiator on. So we were sitting there freezing our nellies off, weren't we? It was all too much. We had power cuts, I think, 4 odd days in a row in the evening. And then the last day, it was off complete all night. So we had to get that sorted. But of course, yeah, I got waylaid, didn't I? So yeah, I went to sweep the chimney.
I did video that bit of the chimney.
I found that this morning. I'll show you that bit now so you can see what happened.
Well, we seem to have lost our chimney. Got that bit still. No, I'm not talking to you. Paul came out to clean the chimney before we had a fire today, and it disappeared. Down there somewhere. Oh dear.
Oh, well, you didn't actually see what happened, did you? You saw that there was no chimney. And all it was, I went out there and I stood on the bow of the boat, because the chimney's just here. And I looked for that looks weird, and there was a great big hole in the side of it. I thought, what's happened there then? That's obviously why stuff had fallen in. And I just touched it. I literally just touched it, and it just exploded and fell into the marina. So yeah, then we had to try and work out, because we've got a weird sized chimney as well. It's 5 1/8 or something, and it's not a 6-incher. So yeah, a bit smaller than average, you know. Yeah, sorry about that. And then we got it. We had to go to Braunston to go and get that. So you know, so we had 3 days without the fire basically. And then I put it on the top, and it doesn't fit all the way on the collar, so I don't know what's going on, but it's all right. It's on enough. So you know, it's fine. So yeah, so there's the fire debacle, the chimney debacle. What else has happened then, Lee Lawson?
I don't know really. I went back to work, like I said, and that's it. So I've been, you know, busy.
What about your car? We had issues with the car as well. Remember, it's since New Year's we haven't spoken to anyone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got my car on the Tuesday, I think. I didn't use it on the Wednesday. I just transferred my shit from one car to the other on the Wednesday.
Which I think they saw on our video.
Yeah,
I think,
so I used it on that Thursday, and that Thursday then a blooming light come on. But of course, the garage that we use up here...
The engine light.
The engine light come on. The garage that we use up here wasn't open till New Year, so I didn't use it.
So she used my car, right? And every time she uses my car, it comes back broken, and now my clutch has gone.
No. Your clutch has gone because of the way you drive it.
I don't ride my clutch.
It's not broken.
It's getting there.
So yeah, so that had to go in on the... So I went down there first thing Tuesday and said, just thought, I'll just plead with them and say...
You weren't happy, were you? Bless her.
It's not booked in.
It is depressing when you get a new car and the engine light comes. She did have a little tear, didn't you, Lee?
I did.
Because it's just so frustrating.
Crossing.
And all it was a blooming turbo hose had split. But have a guess what? That's a Nissan only part.
Obviously.
Right? And it was 208 quid plus VAT. Just for a bloody hose. A bit of rubber. What a con that is. So yeah, so that ended up, I mean, the whole bill, because she had it serviced, and then she had to have something done to the wheels or something. I don't know what she had done. What was the total bill?
836.
836 quid. So that means she can't have her personal plate.
Ow, Hector.
Well, she can, because I bought her it for her birthday. Well, I haven't bought her it yet. I'll give her the money. So now she's got to order it, and hopefully she'll get it on there before her birthday.
Well, I can't get it until I get my logbook back.
Oh, yeah.
I spoke to Emma, our daughter.
Lee, wouldn't it be funny if you don't get the logbook and they say it's stolen? That'd just be our luck, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
So I don't know what else has happened, really. Are you excited, though? Well, I got my new MacBook Pro, didn't I? I'm so happy about that. It's so lovely. It just feels so nice. And I got me thing. Now we can start podcasting, Lee. To use, I think we should try and do. How would you do a review of your fanny magnet on a podcast? Because you can't show them your fanny magnet. But we might do something like that. But we're definitely all set up for it now. So the nice thing about it is we don't need the computer to do it, because I've just got this gadget, so we can just record when we feel like recording, and then it separates all out into tracks. It's all weird shit, but then I can just throw it into what I use for my music, which is Logic Pro, and make a podcast out of it. So it just makes it so much easier. It means when we want to just chat about something, we don't actually have to set a computer up or mess around. You just press a button and off we just talk bollocks to it. And I'm really good at talking bollocks. It's great having another gadget to talk bollocks to be fair. So yeah, so as I said a month or two ago, I said I wanted to set up a music studio again in the boat. So although I can't set up a full one, I have started setting up a micro one. Because now there are monitor speakers available, and they only look like cheap, shitty computer speakers, but my God, they're amazing. They're not as good as my M Audios or the Yamaha BX5s, whatever they are, but they're good enough, and they do work in the boat, so that's great. So now obviously with my new laptop, I've got Logic Pro running on that. Well, I haven't got it all running on that, I've got to sort that out, but it will do. And I've got my little keyboard, and obviously we've got this thing we're doing the podcast on is also the audio interface, so we're halfway there. I mean, there are other things I want, because there's always things I want, but I'm
going to the storage unit to find some other bits.
Oh yeah, my microphones. Yeah. See if you find my microphones.
I have to find my map.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I had a certain budget, and now we've got nothing. So I did what I did want to get a new Akai keyboard, an MPK, probably a 49 or a 64 keyboard thing. But that's out of the question at the moment. And a couple of other little bits. Another microphone attachment to that gadget I've got, so we can do outside field recording, which I will get as soon as I can. Once work gets by, that's not expensive. That's 100 odd quid, something like that. So that's not stupid money.
Hector, stop it.
So we're getting there. So I think that's just about everything in it. Oh, we have forgot one thing. We can't forget not to mention what happened last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I've still got a bit of a tickly cough going on. I don't know what's going on. Obviously I've got some sort of dodgy disease. Obviously got the old Mick and Ron. So what happened last weekend?
Verbal diarrhea, that's what you've got.
Gobshitery.
What?
What happened last weekend, you know?
Derek and Lisa and Benjamin came down for a visit. So that was lovely. So they came down and we had lunch. We had lunch in here, and then Lisa and I went over to Sue's. Tea at 2 with Sue. At 2? No, what? Tea at 2 with Sue.
That's quite good, isn't it? That could be a jingle. Tea at 2 with Sue. Tea at 2 with Sue. That could be a podcast in its own, couldn't it, eh? You could do Tea at 2 podcast, Lee. I'll tell you. And Derek stayed over here in the cratch with me, obviously, and we did our...
Cratch chat.
Cratch chat. Crap chat. We had a lot of dilly-dillies. That's what we did, isn't it?
Yeah, then obviously Lisa and I came back here. Andrea came back with us, and we had a takeaway. I was going to say chicken.
We did.
And then said we had chicken and chips.
We did.
And yeah, so that was very nice.
And more dilly-dillies.
Yeah, more dilly-dillies.
Derek got rather drunk. He didn't come back in the morning because his car had an engine light on as well, so he had to stay an extra night. But Lisa came over because he left his wallet here by accident. And Lisa came over and said he's not well, so he obviously had a bit of hangover. He blamed it on his tummy. Like your story, Del. I'll tell you, these Northerners can't drink like us Southerners.
Indeed.
So yeah, I think that's about it then. I think that's about it for this vlog as well. I'm gonna cough again. I'll tell you. It's probably nearly beer o'clock. That's probably what's happening. What is the time?
I've got my watch on.
The mine's run out.
It's that o'clock.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's nice to be back. That's it. See you soon. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Hector. You just tried to steal the show, didn't you, by getting in front of the camera? Bye.